This is Brian Tarian from the Disability Digest. I don't necessarily agree with this information from Social Security that outlines what you should know before applying for your Social Security disability benefits. So I'm going to break it down for you. I'm going to hit a couple of the items that are on this PDF form, and then I'm going to share with you my experience that I have gathered since 2006 advocating for people to help them get their disability benefits, keep them, maximize them here at the Disability Digest. I've interviewed over 1,200 disability recipients and experts, and we have, I think, close to 190,000 people here now that are members of the Disability Digest. So that's where I gather my information. Again, this is just my opinion on what the situation is. So here's the deal. So on this PDF right here, it shows that one of the things down here is it says, what can I expect during my appointment? I'll put this PDF below as well. And my encouragement to you is don't go to an appointment. Do everything that you can online. The reason why you don't want to go to an appointment is most people are not proficient enough to communicate their situation verbally, and Social Security is going to ask you questions, in my opinion, that could expose you to communicating information that would lead them to believe that you can work and you don't qualify. So for best, fastest results, do it online, or have a disability representative do it for you online. And we teach you how to do it online here at the Disability Digest. I'll share more with you at the end. What can I do to speed up the process? They encourage you to do it online, but there's much more to that. The best thing you can do is invest your time up front, in my opinion, and to win your case early so that you don't have to wait around, because it could take you over 3 years in today's environment. And so how does Social Security determine that I'm disabled? You must be able to do any substantial work. So that is true. I definitely agree with that. But the gist of getting to that point is what you need to prove. And this is my interaction on this document right here. So when you enter the process or thinking about the process, or have, maybe faced or forced to do it, the first key thing, in my opinion, is understand what you need to prove. And it depends on your age. If you're over 50, it's different than if you're under 50. But generally, you need to prove that you cannot work. And you do that by having a diagnosis that's being treated by a doctor. And despite that treatment from a doctor, you have limitations that prevent you from working. That's what's going to prove to Social Security, this right here. I'm getting disability payments from another agency. It doesn't mean that you are disabled. If you're a veteran or if you have long-term disability, if you're a workers' comp situation, Social Security has a very difficult criteria for defining disability. So it's not impossible. I mean, it's like 8 million people that are on it right now, so it can be done. It just needs to be done right. Okay, this is a good one. How long does it take to make a decision? Well, it says here 3 to 5 months. That is definitely not the case unless you're in my great state of Vermont, but everybody else is like really backlogged. The average decision right now is 233 days. Some states, like certain parts of Florida and most of Texas, are like really long. So we can help you understand that here at the Disability Digest, what you're faced with, to help you with your expectations, but it's not 3 to 5 months for the most part. How they make a decision, that's really not of value. Where do you get more information? That I want to cover with you. So here's a few more things that I want to share with you. My take on what you need for this is not to discredit this entire document that Social Security has provided, but the first thing that I feel you need to know is what you need to prove and how to do it. And I just shared that with you. You need to have a condition that's diagnosed and you have limitations. Second, your expectations, like what to expect. How long is it really going to take to get a decision? And what's the reality of getting approved? Some cases you just know that they're going to have to go to a hearing, and somebody that does this work and sees a lot of these could give you an idea on that. Others have a pretty legitimate shot at getting approved at the initial. So if you can get a feel for that, and why I feel that's important is one of the big stressors for people is like, oh my God, how am I going to survive the wait financially? And so if you kind of get an idea of what your probability is, and if you have to wait 3 years, that's different than 10 months, right? And then understand what your check amount is. It's another part of the expectations. So you know what you can anticipate when you get approved. I've worked with people before that have not known their check amount, and due to their condition they've had to decrease their income, when in actuality when they get their disability check would be more than their current income, and then they can still work part-time after they get approved. So financially they would be better off, but you don't know this until you go to myssa.gov and log in and get your check amount. Or if you want to entertain yourself, you can go to one of their offices or call them. It takes a long time to do it that way. So the other key thing in my experience and working with people, as you start the process and get it going, you're going to have a lot of free time. What are you going to do for yourself so that you can be the best you? I believe that we're all here for a reason. It doesn't matter what sickness or injury or healthy body that you have, you're here for a reason. What are you going to do with your time? I don't know what the answer is, but it could be volunteering, it could be babysitting, it could be painting, it could be doing something or going back to work. You can work. There's different options, and keep your benefits. You can work and migrate back to work, and we help you with all of that here. So understand your juice. Find something that you're passionate about that you can do with your time and be productive, okay? Understand what it's going to be like after you get approved. So you set your expectations going through, what you need to do to survive the wait. Then after, what benefits are you going to be entitled to? When will your Medicare kick in? And what does Medicare look like? So start all of that so it's not guesswork for you and you just have to make a decision quick when it comes upon you. Another key thing. Last, most important, is many people have this set it and forget it. They want to take the easy way out. I have not seen that to work, and that is at pretty much every stage of the process and once you're approved. And here's what I mean by that. A lot of people are like, oh my God, this thing getting approved is going to be horrific. I'll just hire somebody. I know a guy down there, he's an attorney. So they hire somebody figuring that all problems are solved. But that's not it. The challenge is these individuals don't know what needs to be done, and maybe this individual is doing the right work, but it's not the case in all situations. So take the time to understand the process, what you need to prove, what they should be doing, and at the end I'll share with you how you can learn about that from us, so that you can get the best return on your investment for somebody that you hire. And then another instance is once you're approved, you do need to review your benefits, in my opinion, if you want to maximize them like every year, because there's things that change. There's different benefits that you're going to be entitled to. So make sure that you have your benefits reviewed on a frequent basis. So a quick recap. My take is, in addition to the document that Social Security has, is understand what to prove, get your expectations in line, like what your check amount is, how to survive the wait, how long it's going to take you to get approved. Find your juice. Understand what it's going to be like after you get awarded, what benefits you're going to be entitled to, and stay informed. So we can help you with all of these here. There's over 1,200 videos that we have on our YouTube channel. You're welcome to listen to those. That would be awesome. But we can save you a lot of time, and it's the same amount of money if you join us as a member and complete your profile, because when you do that, there's no cost for your membership, but that profile helps us understand where you're at in the process and how we can best help you. Because what you need, for example, if you haven't applied for disability, is different than if you've applied and you're waiting for your decision, or if you've been denied disability, or if you're waiting for a hearing, or if you're approved for disability benefits, or if you have certain conditions, or if your income is at a certain level, or if you live in a certain locale in the U.S. So there's so many variables involved, it's just not a one-size-fits-all. So that's what we've learned, and we look forward to having the opportunity to help you. We hope you come on and join us. Stay tuned for more. Make it a great day.